superstar? Will Keith run away when it gets hard? Ooh, ooh, ah. Man, Tank would knock him the F out. Leonard Ellerbe plans to host Gervonta Davis versus Keith Thurman. This ain't got nothing. This is all Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe. They just throwing it out there to see what the consensus is on how people gravitate to the idea of this fight. You notice I haven't seen anything where Tank Davis is saying he want to fight. This is just the promoters and stuff throwing that out there. And they're gonna see what Keith Thurman says. I know what they doing. I know y'all. Tank Davis. But this is what I know. This is Leonard Ellerbe. Tank is not a 47-pounder, and Keith can fight his ass off. But he's a guy I got a lot of respect for. How many times have we heard that? But that's a fight I make in 2 seconds. Tank would knock him the F out. Trust me. If he's serious, which I highly doubt, that's an easy phone call. Yeah. He's just throwing it out there for Keith one time. Got a guy coming from 130 all the way up to 147. The disrespect. This is what they doing though. They trolling. They trolling. If it's making, it's already making noise. So it seems like they might go that route, And they got Keith and they got poor Keith. They got Keith in a tough position. Man ain't fought in 2 years. He got hella ring rust. Oh, they getting him when he's at his least. He's not at his best. He came off of surgery. Ain't fought nobody. Corona hit. How many times Gervonta Davis in fought within the last 2 years? It's been about 3 times, hasn't it? Tank Davis he's active. I mean, he's making noise. He's a pay-per-view attraction. He's arguably after Canelo, the biggest superstar in boxing. I would say he's between Tank and Anthony Joshua. Even though Anthony Joshua is not from the U.S., he's still, as far as money, bringing in, putting asses in the seats. You got to throw Anthony Joshua in there. I'm not really a big fan of his, but it is what it is. Canelo's one. Gervonta's arguably number two, in my humble opinion. I could be forgetting somebody. Why come they ain't telling Tank Davis we'll knock out Lomachenko? Because anytime you got a scary fight, promoters and stuff, they not gonna jump out the window for those type fights. They see something in Keith Thurman, which I see too. His man's been off. Now you got to deal with somebody. You got to look at it like this. If I'm in Leonard Ellerbe, if I'm in the Leonard Ellerbe Floyd Mayweather shoes, he lost to Manny Pacquiao. Was it a split decision? I believe it was a split decision. He still lost. So they kind of try to put Tank Davis as a modern day Manny Pacquiao. He's moving up and weight, whacking guys. Like that what Kenny Bryan said. He's whacking these guys. So they said, okay, Gervonta Davis can defeat Keith Thurman. That's what they're doing. That's a big pay-per-view money fight. Keith Thurman still one of the top welterweights in the game. They just playing chess. That's a hard decision for Keith Thurman to make. Keith Thurman, you take that fight and you lose, you done. And if you get knocked out, oh, you done. You might as well retire and try to do commentary or be a trainer. You finito. That's a win-win for Tank. That's a lose-lose for Keith. How you gonna face your fans knowing you just got knocked out by Tank Davis? No disrespect to Davis, but he's a smaller guy coming up. No respect on your name. No respect. They ain't throwing him in there with no Crawford or no Sean Porter. Put him in with Sean Porter. I can't believe they're entertaining this 147 stuff, but that's just how boxing is. That's why these guys are able to get these superstar status. They get to choose. They get to pick and choose. The easiest fights. You know, what's the saying? Least risk, most reward. What do y'all guys think? Y'all think this fight gonna happen? I think it might happen, but it depends on Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman got to make that call. He could price himself out by asking and demanding more money, and then obviously the fight ain't gonna happen. I mean, there's ways Keith can get around it without saying no. He can say, "Well, I want this much money. You gonna have me fighting this guy." So if Keith don't want to fight, he should go that route and say, you know, I need 38 million, I need $40 million. You know, the fight ain't gonna happen. But if he wants the fight to happen, you know, and if Keith is confident that he can beat Tank Davis, then I would take the fight. Pay-per-view fight. You ain't got no belt. You get on pay-per-view. Fight one of the biggest stars in boxing today. But you know, you got to pick your poison. Definitely got to pick your poison. But that's my stance on it. What you guys think? Y'all think this fight gonna happen? I think this is definitely a troll. They just trying to see how the people respond to this. Um, you know, we'll see.